Good morning, I'm Al Mahan with Professional Electric, here to talk a little bit about LED technology, how it differs from existing technologies, and how it can save your business money. The difference between a traditional incandescent light source, be it metal halide, fluorescent, etc., and the LED option is pretty easy to spot when you put them side by side. The LED stands for light emitting diode, and this is a metal halide, which is a high intensity discharge fixture. It requires a great deal of energy even to start this up to make it glow the way it's supposed to. The difference between these two is the older style of incandescent light fixtures require a lot of energy to turn them over, and they produce a lot of heat. As you may or may not remember from high school science, anytime you're trying to produce light and you produce heat is wasted energy. This one here probably burns, if you were to touch the bulb, standard household incandescent bulb burns at about 140 degrees. This burns at probably about 250 degrees. I mean, you can fry an egg on this. This right here, running at full speed, you can lay your hand on it, burns at room temp. So those are the obvious, as we relate to the difference between losing the energy into heat. This is obviously a better option. You can specifically go down and lay out the numbers. Tells you exactly how much you can save on a typical fixture of this size versus a standard metal halide fixture of the same size. This fixture over the lifespan will save an average of $6,500, and I'll show you real quick how those numbers work out. The way that the power company charges for power is obviously it's a kilowatt hour, and it's a simple math formula to figure out how you get to that. I got the cheat sheet here. So a 250 watt metal halide fixture, which is pretty much standard, what you call a wall pack. You'll see them mounted on the sides of factories, parking lots, warehouses, that sort of thing for exterior illumination. 250 watt metal halide, because it's got a ballast and because of the way it's generated, it actually consumes 285 watts. When doing these calculations, you generally figure 12 hours a day. That's an average. A little more in the summer, a little less in the winter. So at 285 watts times 12 hours a day comes out to 3,420, and then the actual designation of unit is watt hours. Then you do that times 365 days a year, and you come up with a total of 300. And then you divide that by 1,000. This is watt hours, so if you divide it by 1,000, then you get kilowatt hours. So your kilowatt hours comes out to be 1,248. That's kilowatt hours per year. That's your consumption. In this market, and this is fairly typical across the country, kilowatt hour, the power company charges you 18 cents a kilowatt hour, and that works out to a total electrical cost for a 250 watt metal halide fixture of $225 a year. That's what it costs you. The same, to produce the same amount of light, and actually a better light. That's another feature of the LED. Because of the way it's generated, it's electronic actually rather than mechanical. The light quality is better. It's a whiter, brighter light. It shines better. So anyway, the equivalent for that is an 87 watt LED. So we go down through the whole thing. So that's actual. There is no additional cost for a ballast and energy cost per ballast. So 12 hours a day gives you 1044. That's your watt hours per day. Then we do that times 365 days a year again, which gives you 381,060. And then you divide that by 1,000 to convert it to kilowatts again, and that comes out to 382. So times your 0.18, your actual energy cost per year is $156. So, I'm sorry, excuse me, that's not correct. $69. I thought that was a little high. Your actual energy savings per year is $156. That fixture, this fixture right here, is rated by the manufacturer to last approximately 170,000 hours. Divided by 12 hours a day, which works out to 4,380 hours, 12 hours a day times 365. excuse me, that works out to 40 years. So this fixture times 156, etc. That's, if you calculate that out, that is an annual lifetime savings of $4,600. That's strictly energy compilation. The other thing that has to be figured in is this fixture will last 170,000 hours. This fixture, being wildly optimistic, will last you 5 years. Wildly optimistic. We generally see more in the 2 to 3 range, but when we do these types of calculations for customers, we like to under promise and over deliver. Make sure I get that right. So you have maintenance cycles, which are approximately $250, and you'll have 6 of those over the life. We usually figure this at 30. You'll get this 40, but again, we want to make sure that we're being 100% honest and making sure that we can deliver what we tell you. So that works out to another $1,500. So your total lifetime savings of using this fixture versus an LED is $6,180 per fixture. So that's $6,180 per fixture. That's your absolutely achievable, 100% documentable lifetime savings. So for someone who has a warehouse, a facility, a gas station canopy, that sort of thing, you've got 20 fixtures, you're looking at $120,000, $130,000 for a typical installation that's going to cost you somewhere around $15,000. To do 20 lights or so is roughly $15,000. We also have partnership with a company that will finance these projects for you out of your energy savings. So let's say on average you had $600 that it costs you to run your lights for a month. You can take that $600 that will finance the cost of the retrofit to LED out of those energy savings and actually give you a positive cash flow per month. Run it out about 3 or 4 years, the fixtures are paid for, and after that it's free money until you get to this number. So that's a quick overview of how these fixtures can help a person's business, save you money, put positive cash flow into your monthly. My name again is Al Mahan. I'm with Professional Electric, and we are your LED experts.